I'm Jacqueline, and I'm Xavier's Ecoconcierge. If you haven't noticed, I've been sending you monthly email blasts about sustainable living and the smart grid. I've also been getting to know some of your fellow residents at sustainability events. I recently caught up with a few of them to find out what they know about living green. Come on, let's check it out. Who cares more about sustainability, you or your friends?
I think it's equal. Yeah, because birds of a feather flock together.
Probably me, I'd say. Maybe we're like equal, but I'd say probably me.
So who cares more about living green, you or your friends?
Oh, me for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think our generation a little bit more is caring, but for some reason, specifically to water, I seem to be the kind of crazy
That's
one.
you.
Yeah. Probably none of us.
Probably me. Just probably a lot to do with my job and the exposure of working here has sort of opened my eyes a little more to it.
When was the last time you recycled something?
I recycled a pizza box. It's Saturday night.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Pizza. Okay.
Yeah.
When was the last time you recycled something?
Today, actually, yeah.
Oh, very nice. What was it?
Bunch of cardboard boxes. That Amazon shopping gets me every time.
That's awesome. So recycling, what types of things do you typically recycle?
Lots of junk mail is like the number one thing in our recycling
Junk mail
bin.
and cardboard.
And cardboard.
And shipping,
Yes.
so.
Also, if we receive anything in any packaging that can be recycled, we recycle that. So like cereal boxes or Cheez-It boxes.
Okay.
Beer bottles, a lot of alcoholic product containers.
Since everybody in my office is terrible at recycling, I did this today and I went around and picked up all the cans and bottles that were in people's garbage cans because they're just so irresponsible and lazy. So you really try and be proactive about it.
I used to work for a paper company and I know they made like a huge effort to recycle, but just like working there, like I can tell like just a lot of things aren't recyclable.
I'll tell you one thing I just recently started doing. If I go to a restaurant and do a carry out, they have some pretty nice plastic containers. And I just hate seeing just tossing them, so I wash them out. So like if I have friends over, maybe for a dinner party or something, they can use those, to carry out food, or I use the containers depending on the size to put other things in them. So I've been using containers a lot. That's been a big thing lately.
I used to not recycle at all growing up, and I realized what an impact we have now. So we do a lot of recycling as well. And I even have the little biodegradable poop bags for my dog too.
Awesome.
To help out.
How much of the world's waste do you think gets recycled?
Not a lot. I would say maybe 20%, but that's a guess.
It's 2%. What do you think about that?
That's disgusting.
It's probably a small number.
Oh, would you be surprised if I said it was 2%?
I didn't think it was that low. I was thinking maybe 20%, but yeah, 2% is terribly low. It's a concerning number.
So how much of the world's waste do you think gets recycled?
Less than 1%.
Wow, that's pretty close. It's 2%.
Okay.
Does that surprise you?
It doesn't really surprise me, but it's scary. It's definitely scary to think about.
So how much of the world's waste do you think gets recycled?
8%.
A little less than that. You want to take a guess? Probably about 2%. That's right. It is exactly 2%.
I know this actually. I think it's like 2%.
It is 2%. How long are your showers typically?
Well, I'm a bubble bath girl.
How long are your showers typically?
About 4 minutes. Usually I time them to a song on my playlist. So if it's a 3 or 4 minute song, that's what I'm in for.
I'd say 10 minutes or so, but I do like to do the whole shut off the shower, lather up, and then turn the shower back on type of deal.
So usually I'm out of the shower with like in 4 minutes. And then even brushing teeth, I always turn the water off now. I used to leave it on, but now I do.
Now you know better.
Yeah.
How much do you think a kilowatt hour costs here? $20? It's quite a bit less than that.
Oh, okay.
It's like 10 to 13 cents.
Okay. Oh, really? I was trying to be like conservative with my number. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I have no idea.
No ballpark idea?
No.
Okay, so if I told you it was about 10 to 13 cents, would you think
I was going to say $10 to $13.
I'm going to guess 60 cents.
a little lower.
Yeah, it's like 6 cents.
It's like
Wow.
7 cents for the supply, and then
Yeah.
once you put in all the charges, it's about 10 to
Yeah.
13, depending on the time of year. How much more would you be willing to pay if your energy came from renewables?
I would pay more.
Double?
Yeah.
Yeah. Triple?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, it's important.
Oh, I could double that.
Double it? How about triple?
Sure, because I don't use that much, but maybe not everyone else would agree with that.
Right, sure. I'm sure they would.
Yeah.
So, how much more would you be willing to pay for solar or renewables in general?
Oh, interesting. Not much.
So like 15 cents, or like up to 15 cents. So you pay 10 cents now, up to 15 cents.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to see how that would affect me like month by month. But maybe, I guess it doesn't sound that bad saying 15 cents.
If Xavier elected you the next Ecoconcierge, what is the first thing you would do?
Oh, probably focus on recycling, get folks to recycle more, and just be conscious of the decisions that they're making. Try to think about it as part of their daily roles.
So I think I would want to like analyze all the data of how everybody in the building uses their energy and figure out like best practices and how we can encourage everyone to apply those across the board.
I would start with education. I think educating the people who live here, and Xavier's done a great job of that, I have to say. But yeah, just educating people so they're more knowledgeable on what energy saving means and what it could do for the future.